to the deescalate. Hey, where we do a little storytelling, mix a little poetry, and seduce your mind. Welcome back. Welcome back. Communication ain't easy when we fail to understand. That's why we have many people walking around with unregulated emotion, enabling their descendants beyond their tipping point. And I'm going to give you a little piece I like to call toxic lessons. Communication is key to sustain life in a society, but communication ain't taught to everybody. Vow to speak but never learn, over talking one another while problems never get solved, and we fail at life never applying conflict resolution. How do we communicate? How did you learn to regulate your emotions? I bet yours was a silent treatment, where parents ignored behaviors instead of headbutting it, and you learned to selectively overlook toxic traits until you got the result you wanted. We've learned through toxicity but die in critical condition when the lesson was simplistic enough as first grade addition to a fifth grader. How did you learn to communicate? I bet you defiled the walls with your fists because you couldn't articulate emotions where inanimate objects became broken people needing stitches. Learned traits don't get fed in graveyards. Time never stayed on the side of regret when found out. Keep telling yourself you can forgive but never forget, always bringing up past depositions like a nanny can, but never living in the present. How are you going to get where you're going if you steady walking backwards, always looking at what's behind you, relying heavily on peripheral vision, like it's supposed to see life or danger ahead when its only job is to protect from the side? You'll never learn. How did you learn to regulate your emotions? I bet you learn to vent without actions till you tell yourself you're past it until you get triggered over and over again. Failed without even trying, constantly overanalyzing every word you could have said differently in the heat of the moment. But your brain never delivered when your mouth could have took it there. You learned toxicity through observation, but never still enough to observe how to undo it. Hiding under the guise of that's just who I am. As if that's the path to keep negative traits around and choke everyone out till they accept it. Acceptance ain't law. Each individual does not have to accept your stance. Who willingly stays in a drought just to get it out the mud when water is 3 feet away? How did you learn how to regulate emotions? I bet your parents told you to believe nothing and always suspect the wrong. That's why you jump hurdles waiting on conclusions, but the result ain't never what you wanted. See, your parents raised you out of survival of toxicity, but never taught you how to thrive in simplicity, so you crash out every 6 months and stability learns to walk the other way. A ticking time bomb only goes off once detonated. We steady play truth or dare with our lives, always choosing a dare over the truth, thinking actions would be better than facing reality. Dares are deadly when played with a snake, always going against morality to see if you'll give up self-worth so you don't have to fix your problems. Emotions running on a hamster wheel but no one wanting to get off. Anger gradually onsets in a world of miscommunication. We begin to pacify our behaviors with diagnoses not professionally given. Far be it too easy to do the work called healing, so we tear down our surroundings, killing connections closest to us. We're too focused on teaching our kids how to talk but beat their asses when they experience emotions they have never dealt with before. We laugh at tantrums without reading body language, accustomed to generations of unregulated emotions that will beat into our child's stranger danger when the stranger is you. How do they ever mimic healthy relationships if the root is sick? We learn first through our parents and through the eyes of others. At what point do adults realize that self-regulation is vital to kill the weeds? Tell me, how did you learn to regulate your emotion? How much is peace worth if you're steady leaving a piece of your mind in places not wanted? Fix that shit. The only one holding up world peace is the one who won't remediate their psyche. Thanks for tuning in to the CS Cafe. Did we ride your mind tonight? Did you feel good? Tune in next time because you don't wanna miss this.